back. Apologies for the week off. Sometimes, life gets in the way, and you need to remember to rest to work, not work to rest, right? Right. All right. Anyways, we got a good show here today. Martin and I went to the fair the other day, and we're going to give you a little recap. The food, the crowd, the music. We'll talk all about that here in a bit as we're coming to an end with that. About some new trails coming in and around the DFW area. Tiger King 2. Yeah, we'll touch on that, I guess, a little bit. What's going on with Southwest Airlines? Goodness gracious, what a mess. And as always, not as always, but this time, we'll get into some sports. Here we are. Stick with us.
Pegasus Podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Martin Garcia and Darian Clark.
All right, here we go. Starting off the episode. Once again, sorry about last week. Just like Darian said, life got a little too busy and couldn't get to recording. But hey, we're here now, so that's all that matters.
That's right.
So the state fair. We went to the state fair, tried out some of the food that we had mentioned a couple episodes ago. Actually turned out to be pretty good on some of the things that we mentioned. Darian went real far and he tried that I-35 one, and I can't believe he actually did that, because when I saw it, I was like, dude, are you sure you want to try to eat that? But yeah, I had the crazy corn elote. That was pretty good. It's basically deep fried corn with brisket on top and like this homemade slaw. The batter on the elote was weird. It had a really weird flavor to it. And even Brooke agreed whenever we were eating it at the picnic table.
Yeah, that's right.
She was like, yeah, I don't know. There's something weird about it. If they didn't have the batter, it'd be good. Or if they had changed the batter, I feel like that one would be pretty good.
Yeah.
But the brisket, I mean, who knew the fair could give out brisket that good?
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
It was really good.
I also got a thing called a machete, and it's just basically, think of Subway's footlong sandwiches, but in a taco form.
Oh, that's right.
And I just got it with some chicken, or some people like to say pollo. And that was pretty good too. I got that last year when I had went last year or 2 years ago. Obviously not last year, stupid COVID. But 2 years ago when I went, I got that, and I was like, wow, this is really good. I have to get it again. But that's as far as I went for some of the foods that we talked about. It was just that crazy corn elote one. But you, like I said, you tried that 35 one.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
I had the deep fried I-35, and while it was unlike anything I've ever put in my mouth before, it actually was pretty good.
You had what? You had peaches on there?
Yeah, there were peaches. It was brisket, powdered sugar, all topped on like a kolache deep fried bread. Yeah, dude.
I just remember that, seeing it, and I was just like, what the heck is this guy about to eat? Didn't they have little flags with the I-35 sign on it?
Yeah, I-35 sign on it too. So, while it was overpriced like everything else there.
Yeah.
It was still pretty good, but just different, completely different. Like, I've never put peaches and brisket in my mouth at the same time.
Who would have thought that would be a good combination?
I wouldn't necessarily call it good, but it was an experience.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think just being at the fair, it changes you.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
What I mean? Because it's just the overall experience is unlike anything else.
For sure. I feel like if you had gotten that at a restaurant, you'd think twice for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. I would never order that off of a menu at a restaurant. Other than that, we got our fried Oreos. As always, you got to get those. Those were good.
Which I think you guys, because Natalie and I got there late, you guys were basically almost spent the whole day there.
Yeah. We spent a good amount of the day there. Checked out all the cars. We didn't really go in the Midway area just because
you're not riding rides or anything.
We're not really riding rides. We're good there. Just want to get the experience and eat some good food and get some brewskis. And Natalie had the frozen ranch water, right?
Yeah.
Did you try that?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't a big fan of it, but she really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to get one, and then we were trying to calculate how many tickets we had left, and we weren't going to have enough for 3 because we're about to watch Black Pumas.
Yeah.
So, and the stand was like on the other side of the park, so we're like, we better stock up now because we're not going to get up later.
Yep.
So I was going to get one, and then she was going to get one, and then I was going to get another beer, and she was just going to get 2 of those frozen ranch waters. And then we were just doing the calculations, and it came out. I was like, you know what? Just take the coupons. You can have the ranch waters. I'll just go buy some more tickets and buy like some cheap beer. I got a margarita, which had the weirdest color to it whatsoever. Looked like the psychedelic frog from Pluckers. I don't know if you've ever had that drink there. That's how green it looked. I did not look good, but it tasted okay. So, and I'm fine. It's been a couple weeks since we've been to the fair, so I'm still doing okay. I guess the margarita was okay.
Yeah, you turned out well.
Yeah.
We also, while we were there, my goodness,
that was loud.
Also, while we were there, we got the utmost privilege of soaking in a Black Pumas live performance.
Dude, seriously.
And honestly, like, they were good. They have a great album, great debut album. I love listening to them all the time, but my goodness, that live performance was unreal, unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Dude, it was so good. And the fact that we basically got to watch that concert for like $20 was
just
nice.
a fair ticket price.
Yeah. It was nice, man. I mean, they had the crowd going. They were working the crowd for sure. The band was great. Obviously, Black Pumas themselves, like, they were great. I mean, overall, and then, I mean, the whole band was made out of Dallas natives as well.
Yeah.
Like that one part where he was announcing all the performers, like one by one. They'd come out and they'd be like, okay, go ahead and tell the audience something about you. And then some girl was like, I'm from South Dallas. Like, you already know where it's at.
That's right.
And then she was like, crazy voice, so good,
dude. Yeah.
I don't think the drummer was, but I think the bass player was also from around the Dallas area.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, overall, such a good performance.
Yeah, dude. Every single song they did, I was just like jamming, man.
Yeah,
they sounded so good,
really good,
especially for being at the fair. It wasn't too crazy packed.
It wasn't.
Like, I thought, first weekend, everyone's like, yeah, the fair's back after being gone last year. I thought it was definitely gonna be packed, but it actually wasn't that bad, especially during the day.
When
the sun went down, there was the people came around because it got cooler.
Yeah, but
during the day, it was pretty wide open there.
Yeah, because you had gone, like I said, during the day, so there wasn't a lot of people there. And then at night, I mean, there still really wasn't a lot of people there even at night. Yeah, but I'm sure more people came out, especially because it got cooler. I mean, temperature was it was perfect. Yeah, everything was perfect for an outside concert.
Yeah, it was, from
the band to the weather and the food, even the food.
Yep,
nice.
But speaking of Black Pumas, they recently released on their Instagram saying that they're going to be opening up for the Rolling Stones.
Dang, really?
On part of their tour.
Nice.
Dude, that is a huge get.
That is a huge get.
Are you kidding me? Like, I knew they were getting big, but goodness. Big enough to open for the Stones?
That is crazy.
They announced the first one's going to be Minneapolis.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Yeah.
And when's do you know the date?
End of this month.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the exact date, but it was the end of this month.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know how long they're going to keep opening or if they're even going to keep going on beyond, but it made it seem like they're going to keep rolling with them for a little bit.
Nice.
Starting in Minneapolis. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's pretty crazy.
I want to double check. I want to fact check myself before I get all up in here. So I'm going to do this while I try and talk to you guys. Yeah. So Red Hot Chili Peppers, I saw they had announced that they were going on tour.
They are.
And I wanted to just check out ticket prices because you never know. We might go, we might not go. Yeah. And all their tickets right now are on pre-sale. And if you sign up for their email thing, of course, you can get the pre-sale code and put it in and start ordering your tickets.
Yep.
And they're coming to Arlington Globe Life on September 18th. And I believe, it's the Strokes. The Strokes are opening with them. And another guy, his name is Thundercat. I don't know if you've ever heard of Thundercat. He's like a bass player.
Yeah.
He's really good, and they're opening for Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Dude, that'll be a good show.
Yeah,
dude, if you can
I'm excited.
Get those tickets at Globe Life Field,
yep,
that would be a good show.
I am excited. Hopefully, we get those, Natalie. We'll see though. Tickets are pretty expensive. Actually, they're not that bad. I think they're around 150, like lawn.
Okay,
but like seat wise, I think they're pretty cheap. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We were talking about going. But
hey, Christmas to yourself.
Yeah, seriously, right?
For next year.
Merry Christmas to myself. That's dope. That's dope that Black Pumas are opening up for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I did not see that coming.
Right? What a jump for playing at State Fair, going to now playing stadiums, the Coliseums.
Right.
That's too funny. So sticking around the Dallas area, we're talking about these new trails that are coming up.
Yes. The city of Dallas announced and broke ground on quote-unquote the Loop. It's going to be 11 miles of new trails that will connect with 39 miles of existing trails.
Nice.
The mayor says we are building incredible new parks in this city. Developers say the Loop will make Dallas more vibrant and pedestrian friendly.
That's dope.
It's pretty cool, like a little addition. There's going to be walking trails, bike trails, and they're mainly going to be in and through the city, like urban trails.
Yeah.
Not like, how they typically are, like on the outskirts and stuff.
Yeah.
So to like connect the Katy Trail, I imagine, all the existing Trinity trails they have along the Trinity, or the lack thereof, they're going to connect those.
$11.5 million will add new bike lanes and sidewalks, and a new trail down the middle of Highline Drive on the other side connecting with other trails.
More than half of the funding for the Loop will now be in transportation funding. And that's a big shift from the past, because in the past, trails were only seen as recreation.
So it'll be pretty cool just to be able to do that and go out on walks and go out on bike rides and into the city.
Seriously.
I know a lot of these additional trails are going to be through South Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of branching that way. And
okay.
And I know they have a lot of parks planned for that area too. So just trying to, spice and beautify that area up over there.
So
make it a lot more attractive too.
It's called the Loop, so I'm assuming that it's just going to go kind of like the highway system here around Dallas, how there's just like one circle highway.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it literally loops East Dallas to West Dallas.
Yeah.
And it goes through Oak Cliff.
Dang, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Bike trails. I've been wanting to get a bike recently.
Yeah.
Go bike riding, which you did actually. Or have you always had it?
Yeah, I've had my bike for a good while. I mean, we don't go far just because we have the baby.
I saw you pull out the dadmobile with the seat in the back too.
I just strap her on the back and she rolls right along with me on my back.
That's so cool. Yeah, I saw that video. I was just like, man, I can see Darian riding around with something in the back. It's just so funny.
She's cruising, enjoying the time, but I mean, we can't really go longer than like a 15-minute ride.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She starts getting a little antsy.
Yeah,
but she enjoys it while it lasts. For sure. It's fun. Yeah. I love riding bikes, man. Always have.
It just always reminds me of old times when we used to ride bikes around town.
Dude.
Go everywhere
town.
On those bikes.
Yeah.
Like not even just FB. Like we would travel places.
Yeah.
Riding those bikes.
It's 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. See you, Mom. It was sundown.
Yeah. Coming back at the end of the day at nighttime. It's like, wow, I forgot you guys were even gone. It's like, we basically saw all of Dallas.
For real.
That's too funny. Man, I'm excited for these trails to come in, though.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Hopefully it does give a different vibe to the city of Dallas.
Yeah, totally.
It's because all these people coming in, man, so packed. I wonder where they're going to fit these trails. All these apartment buildings buying up land.
For real.
Where are they even going to put these things?
For real, man.
Dude, so I actually saw this. I forgot where I saw it at first, but I randomly got reminded about this on Facebook. But Tiger King 2 is coming back to Netflix, baby.
I did see that, man.
Tiger King, my boy Joe. Free Joe. Tiger King 2 is making its way back to our lives. Premiere date, I think, is around November 17th.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dude,
it's close.
That's like a month away.
It's close. And I haven't seen Netflix advertise it at all, other than that one time that I saw it. And then someone like sharing a video on Facebook.
Yeah, that's crazy. You think they'd be blasting that.
Exactly.
But at the same time, they probably don't even need to because everybody and their mom's going to watch it.
That's true.
Remember that was like at the beginning of the pandemic?
Oh, yeah.
And like we were all in quarantine. Dude, their numbers probably were
Just
skyrocketing.
through the roof.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about this like if we weren't in quarantine, do you think Tiger King would have been as good as it was? Or as popular as it was? Not good, because I don't know if we would technically call that documentary good, but
I think it would have been popular, but I mean, literally everyone you talk to has seen it.
Everyone was talking about it.
So I don't think it'd be that popular.
Yeah. Definitely was quarantine.
Yeah. Definitely had an effect.
Quarantine helped a lot of shows out during that time.
It did. For the ones that got lucky and released it right at the right time.
Yeah.
Because they didn't plan that.
Oh, yeah. No, not at all. So Tiger King 2 coming out. For those of you who have forgotten for some odd reason about who our Tiger King is, aka Joe Exotic, or I guess I should say Joe Exotic, aka the Tiger King, just follows this guy, and I think it's Oklahoma. This guy named Joe. He has his own exotic zoo, where he houses like 40 something cats, or not cats, but like tigers. Mm-hmm. And a whole bunch of other animals as well. And he wasn't the only one. I had no idea that this was like a thing in the country. But just like people buying exotic animals and like creating these zoos.
Right.
And I feel like, I don't know. That's just so weird. But just followed Joe and his life basically running this zoo. And it also followed his arch nemesis, Miss Carol Baskin, and that whole conspiracy of her supposedly killing her husband, her first husband.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny. And then it ends up with Joe, spoiler alert, Joe getting sent to jail because he may have done some not so good things towards Carol Baskin.
Uh-huh.
And Tiger King 2, I mean, we don't know anything about what this is going to entail.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything about it other than it's probably just going to... I'm assuming he's about to get released.
Yeah, there's a little teaser trailer on it, and it says they've barely scratched the surface. Right?
Gosh.
I'm not sure how much else they could do with these characters.
Seriously.
It being a docuseries, not fictional.
Yeah.
I thought they told a lot, or at least most of the story already. But maybe there's more since he's been in there behind bars. I mean, I saw
discovered more.
They're interviewing him behind the bars. So I wonder how many times the film crew's been in and out of that jail.
Yeah. He just had permanent residency there. Dude, I remember when Trump was in his like last few months of office and they're like giving him the list to try and pardon people, and Joe's just like, come on.
Yeah. They had like a limo sitting outside
so close,
for him.
Yeah,
it was really close.
But not close enough.
Nope.
Still back there sitting in jail.
Yep.
If
only.
Oh man, Joe Exotic, dude. That guy is definitely a character for sure.
Oh yeah.
Do you have like a favorite moment from the first season?
Oh geez, man, seems like yesterday that we watched that series, but then again, it was a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago.
Oh man, I mean his music videos where he was quote unquote singing.
Yes,
those were pretty great.
Oh my goodness, dude! When he released those albums,
it was so terrible.
Oh my gosh. I think he definitely tried to sell it that he was also the guy that was singing too. And it's just like, there's no way that that's possible. You sound like this, and then you're telling me that you're singing that song on that album?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Or when he announced his campaign to run for president in the 2016 presidential election.
Oh,
and
my
his little
goodness.
logo, because he's running as independent, his little logo was like, it looked like the elephant, but it was a tiger instead.
Oh man, Joe Exotic. Good times.
Dude's a trip.
My favorite, I think, is they had like an accident at the park or at the zoo, and I think someone had gotten bit, and people are still like in the gift shop area shopping around, and he just comes in and he's like, yeah, so someone got bit. And then, and it's just like, what do you do in that situation? The owner of the place comes in, tells you that one of his employees got bit by a tiger. And you're just like, okay, so do we leave? Do we stay here? Like, if I try and run to my car, am I going to be chased by a tiger? I'm so confused. That was probably one of my favorite scenes in the
that was
the
a funny scene for sure.
So good. I'm going to try and watch this one and see what else they've got on Carol Baskin.
Yeah, you don't definitely. Everyone's going to be kind of in that same state.
Seriously.
You got to watch it, but it's probably not going to be good.
Yeah.
Or at least as good as the first one.
Unless we're in another pandemic. Which, did you realize we're still technically in a pandemic?
Yeah, that's true.
I had no idea. I thought we were kind of over with it.
We technically are.
Thought we were kind of moving on with it. A lot of people seem like they're moved on already.
Yeah, we're learning how to live with it. Just treat it like it's the flu. If you're sick, stay home.
Yeah, seriously. But one thing that did have some problems during the pandemic, not so much Tiger King, but airlines. Airlines were having some trouble during the pandemic. People were not flying.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places in quarantine. But ever since then, we've seen some airlines come out of the quarantine phase and have succeeded a little bit and have some hiccups here and there.
Yep.
But someone that we keep seeing having some trouble is Southwest Airlines. They have been seeing a lot of delays and cancellations in their flights.
Yep, I've been
over the
about
past weeks.
Yep.
Past few weeks. I think something like this past Monday they had like 435 flights that were canceled. 1,000, almost like 1,500 delayed flights. Tuesday was a little bit better with like 89 flights that were only canceled. But I mean, Southwest Airlines has been canceling flights left and right. It seems like.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, seriously.
And that's right in our backyard.
I was about to say Dallas operated, I think, out of Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
You fly out of Love Field, but I mean, I think their building, like their corporation, is out of Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
CEO came out and he was just like, the reason for all of these cancellation is due to weather conditions and all that. And I was just like, I don't know, bro. It's been pretty sunny outside the past couple of days. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure has.
But a lot of people were saying that it was the new vaccine mandates that they're like trying to enforce.
Yep.
And like, I just feel like it's probably a mixture of all of it. Like, you can't really point a finger at one thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely a lot of things. One thing that we saw with all the airlines were short staff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely got to play a hand into all these canceled flights and delayed flights, like pilots and flight attendants not wanting to work or anything.
Yep. There's a worker shortage pretty much everywhere these days.
Seriously,
and
everywhere.
Airlines definitely are getting the
short end of the stick.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You haven't flown anywhere, have you? When was the last time you've flown Southwest? Have you?
Southwest? It's been a while.
A long while.
We flew to Nashville in Southwest.
Oh yeah.
Maybe back in 2018.
Yeah.
Last time we flew was Oregon. Yeah.
No trouble there.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, there's connection issues.
Oh, okay.
You know, when you have a layover and it always delays.
Yeah.
Your first one delays where you miss your next one.
Oh, yeah. Damn, that sucks so much.
Yeah.
I think the last time I had flown Southwest was like, I think we were going to California.
Yeah.
It was like a cheap flight.
Mm-hmm.
So we took advantage of that. But so far, I don't think we've flown. And we're flying here pretty soon, but we're not flying with Southwest.
Yeah.
If you are flying with Southwest, you might want a backup plan because it doesn't look like it's going to work out for you there.
Definitely.
But speaking of flying, it kind of fits in this category. William Shatner, a.k.a. Captain Kirk from Star Trek. He made his way into space today. All thanks to Jeff Bezos, not Jeff Bezos and his Blue Origin company.
That's right.
Dude, they flew today. We're recording on Wednesday, so they flew, or launched, I guess you could say, their rocket from West Texas today. William Shatner, I think like someone who works at Blue Origin, also I think is like VP of Mission and Flight Operations. Co-founder of Plant Labs was also there, and Metadata was also there, a co-founder of that place. So 4 people once again took off into flight.
Wow.
Guess how long they stayed up in air or stayed up in space?
How long?
So I think Elon and his company, what is it? Not Tesla. What's the one that Starlink? No, not
SpaceX?
SpaceX, yes.
Yeah.
SpaceX, I think he launched people and like had them orbit Earth for like 3 days and then came back.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Blue Origin, they went up there. I think the whole flight was a total of like 11 minutes.
What? What's the point?
They like experienced weightlessness for a total of 4 minutes, I think.
Wow.
So rocket launched them all the way up into space, left them hanging there for a couple minutes, and then it started making its way back down. And these people, probably not William Shatner, but like these other people paid a good chunk of money
I bet.
to like fly up there. So that's crazy. And also, isn't this funny? I just heard this the other day. And it was just like climate change is like a big thing, and Jeff Bezos is a really big person behind climate change. Mm-hmm. But like his rocket just went up into space using a whole bunch of fuel, like just putting a even bigger carbon footprint out there.
There's always something. You know, all the Tesla chargers, don't they use diesel to power them?
Yeah,
in the middle of nowhere.
Some sort of, It's so funny.
There's always something.
It was so funny. I was just like, when I heard, I think I heard somebody talking about it, like some store I went to. Yeah. I was just like, that's so funny. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, dude, flying into space seems like it's a normal thing now.
It's getting there. Right now, if you don't see the trajectory going up to where space travel is going to become more relevant in our lives.
Yeah.
Right now, if it just stopped at this, how much would you pay to go up there?
I would pay a good chunk of money.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do this so badly.
You do want to? Okay.
I would.
Most people ask that question like, I ain't paying to die.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to pay to die either, but I don't know. It's so unique. It's just something that we haven't done yet.
If you can guarantee the safety.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I would still do it. That would be so cool.
I would love to. I don't know how much money I could put on it. You know, exactly. I got a kid now.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm not living by myself anymore, so I don't know how much exactly I could drop, but I would try and do what I could to fly up there.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be so cool. It's like you take Blue Origin as like a quick test because you only stay up there for like 11 minutes or 4 minutes and then come back down. Then you go to Elon's company, and then Elon will just like take you up there and like send you off and be like, all right, we'll pick you up here in 3 days. Hope you make it. Oh man, dude. Isn't that also William Shatner, 90 years old?
Yeah.
90 years old. The oldest guy to go into space.
I wonder what he's thinking, you know?
Yeah, during his flight.
Like,
and just
as a
like,
kid?
Yeah.
Just like thinking he could do this in his lifetime? That's pretty crazy.
That is really crazy.
Come a long
90
way.
90 years old, up in space. Now it looks like just traveling to space, or at least even going above the Earth like that, is becoming a new normal.
Yeah.
It's going to be the new Superman from Six Flags, where it just like takes you all the way up there and then just like slowly drops you down every now and then.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing.
Yep.
All right. So we didn't mention this in the tease, I don't think, but U.S. men's national team soccer.
That's right.
FC Dallas. We've got some news coming out of there.
But wait, Martin, it's time for this.
The amazing team that calls themselves the Dallas Mavericks. For the first time in franchise history, the Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA championship.
That's right. It is soccer World Cup qualifying time.
It is.
Whether you like soccer or not, you're going to get a little news tidbit here. I know it gets a bad rap, but I'm assuming you're still watching World Cup soccer, right?
Oh,
Everyone
you have to
watches
be.
World Cup soccer.
You have to be.
So, yeah, here's their prep for that World Cup soccer. They're trying to get in first, unlike the last go-around, but we will not mention that or go any further.
Oof.
That's right. They are in the second stint right now in qualifying, where they play 3 games over the span of about a week.
Mm-hmm.
And they just finished off that third game of the second stint. And we are recording on the day they're playing, so I don't know the result of that third game. But they played on Wednesday. The first game they played, they had a good result, won 2-0 against Jamaica. Second game, they came out and lost to Panama.
Oof.
Yep, lost to Panama. Brought out a whole different of the roster. And I can get into all this crap on why he did that and what the Coach Berhalter's doing and all this mess. But I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Because I, don't really want to waste your time with some soccer talk. But hey, there's a little local aspect here. The games they have won,
Yeah.
it has been because of FC Dallas's recent star,
Oh, really?
Ricardo Pepi.
Nice.
The 19-year-old phenom burst onto the scene this year.
He's 19.
Scored an unbelievable amount of goals in the MLS. He got the call up to the national team. We're like, okay, he'll ride the bench.
Yeah.
He got subbed in one of the games on the last go-around in qualifying, was a part of all 4 goals.
Dang.
He either sub-assisted or scored himself.
Yeah.
And he then started the first game of the second stint of qualifying, scored both goals. So this 19-year-old is literally carrying the U.S. national team by himself and winning these games. And it is just unreal because he's from El Paso, came up through the FC Dallas system, and has just burst on the scene. Dude's 19 years old, and he has something like 14 goals in the 27 games he's played in the MLS so far.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a half a goal a game. So
Yeah.
pretty much averaging a half a goal a game. So it's pretty incredible stuff by the young stud.
Dang.
Not to mention he's called up to the highest stage that you can call up to at the age of 19 and completely look comfortable and scores goals and assists goals and he's changing the state of the team for sure, being able to put the ball in the back of the net. And the second game of this stint rolls around, which the one they lost 1-0 for some reason. Coach didn't start him, and look at your results.
And look what happened.
Yeah, hopefully this third game that they're playing on Wednesday night is a good result. Now that you're listening to it, you'll know the result.
Which is Costa Rica, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It sounds about right. Nice. So, yeah, Costa Rica's typically a good team, but they're not having good qualifying so far. I believe they're 4th or 5th in the group right now, while U.S. is 2nd behind Mexico.
Yeah, buddy. Sitting on top.
That's enough of the soccer news, though.
So how does this work again? Do you need to be top 3, top 4?
Top 4. Well, top 3 move on. The 4th in the group moves to a wild card little pool with a bunch of other teams in other regions of the world.
Yeah.
And then I think the top 3 or 4 of that wild card pool is the last 4 into the World Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Canada barely making it through.
Yeah. Are they in 4th right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Panama's third.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you got U.S. and Mexico.
Yep. So.
Oh man.
Should be, as always, Mexico, USA at the top of that group.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 or 1 or 2 always fluctuate. Usually it's Costa Rica. Canada's been pretty good lately, and of course Panama's been pretty good lately. So
yeah,
they got a few more stints of the qualifying before the actual World Cup starts in 2022 around December. Mm-hmm. It's in Qatar, so they couldn't play it in the summer because it's too hot. Oh
yeah, that's right.
So they had to move this World Cup to the winter. So we have to wait an extra 6 months for this World Cup to roll around. But we'll talk about more of that as time goes on, because obviously we got a ways away for that.
Yeah, and if you guys need a place to watch any of these games, Crossbar over in Richardson, that indoor place that we mentioned a while ago, we're probably going to have them on the podcast and talk to them about that. But yeah, Crossbar, indoor place to play soccer, to watch games. They've got a bar there. Drink some local beers while you're watching some of these games for sure. They're always hosting something, especially if it's men's national team. Yeah. I know when the Premier League is still going. Premier League? Yeah, so they're still showing games there all the time too. Mm-hmm. Follow them on Instagram, and you'll be able to keep up with what games they're watching there. Dude, I hate saying this, but how old we are, and we're not even that old, but how old we are when it comes to sports. Mm-hmm. And I saw something on Twitter where it was some guy, Tyler Harrow.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if what's circling around the social medias is true about his comment being I should be up there in the names of young stars.
Yeah.
And I was thinking young stars. I was like, dang, that's right. These guys are like 20-something years old. And you're looking at LeBron James and you're looking at Kevin Durant and you're looking at some of these other players. And it's just like, dang, like we've officially hit that point where all the young guys are now the new stars and like all the older guys are just kind of like, still making some plays, but like not as much.
Right.
And it's crazy to think. And crazy to see.
Vegas odds has Luka second in winning the MVP this year. And dude's 22 years old. So,
dude, that is just so crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
When you mentioned this 19-year-old from El Paso, and I'm just like, dang, 19 years old. Oh, what a time.
Yeah. We are if we were in sports, we are out of our prime.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure out of our prime.
But we're just getting started, right, Martin?
Yep, just getting started.
We are not in sports.
Not at all. Not at all.
But speaking of Luka, speaking of the Mavs, that season's right around the corner.
It is. They've
Yes.
They've been playing some games in their preseason.
Yep. NBA starts on the 19th, and the Mavs open their season on the 21st.
Nice.
In Atlanta against another young star in Trae Young against the Atlanta Hawks. So that's when their season starts, and I'm looking forward to that.
And he's been with the Hawks, right?
Yeah.
So
that was the trade that started Luka.
Yeah.
We had the 5th pick. Atlanta had the 3rd pick in that 2019 draft. We traded them. Atlanta drafted Luka, immediately traded him to us, and they picked up Trae Young with the 5th pick.
Nice.
Looks like it's been a win-win for both sides so far.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mavericks won the trade because Luka's a superstar already.
Yeah.
I mean, Trae Young's good, but he's no Luka. So that'll be a good, fun start to the season with those two going at it. Thursday, October 21st is when the Mavs season starts.
Nice. And I was looking because we're trying to get the guys going to a game, have a little guys' night out.
Yep.
And dude, these tickets are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I miss my cheaper seats that were way up in the nosebleeds.
For real.
Even the nosebleeds are sitting at like 50, especially obviously depending on what game you're watching. Like I was thinking of going to a Nets game while they were playing here. Dude, the top seats are like starting at $150.
Well, Nets are the favorite to win the championship this year.
And I figured that because they've got some good players on the team.
Yeah.
But I was just like, dang, you've been all the way up there. The ticket prices are that much?
That's crazy. I think overall the tickets are just going to be more expensive this year.
Yeah.
Because of the Luka effect. Every time LeBron comes to town, the tickets are skyrocketing.
Oh, that's
same
true.
kind of with Luka,
Yeah.
People pay a lot of money to see him, and rightfully so. The dude is a stud.
Can't wait, though.
I think just naturally you're going to have to spend a pretty penny this year on Mavs tickets.
Yeah.
You could probably go to against a team that's not good at all and maybe pay $30-$40 for tickets up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, probably got to go to a worse game or maybe during the week.
All right. So now that we're done with all the updates and whatnot, and we're going to watch out for the men's national team against Costa Rica tonight, what about let's go to Suggs and Rex?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I actually came across this song. So Spotify, you know how Spotify like will give you the AI created playlists off of music that you listen to. So I was like, all right, you know what? I was at work. I was like, let's listen to the Fresh Friday playlist or whatever, the new songs that came out on Friday. And I'm listening to this playlist and a song comes on and I'm like, wow, this sounds really familiar, but I don't know who sings this. I don't think I've personally like gone out and searched for this band. Then I realize it's Will Dorado.
Really?
Who you mentioned way back when we first started doing this. What was the song that you had mentioned? Take Some Time or something like that?
Yeah.
Take Time? Well, this one by Will Dorado is called Mr. Major. And I've been bumping this song for a while now. It's real good. I jam out. I actually had a different one planned out, but I was like, you know what? This one ties with previous episodes, so let me add this one in. Yep. But yeah, Mr. Major by Will Dorado. Song goes hard. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, every time I listen to it, I mean, it's just good. I'm always jamming out to it, especially in the car.
Yeah, dude, he's solid. I like
Oh,
all
it's
this
only
stuff.
one guy.
Huh?
It's only one guy, or is it a band?
It is a band, but I was just talking about the lead singer.
The lead singer? Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, definitely check that one out. Mr. Major and the one that we mentioned earlier, Take Some Time.
Yeah, for sure.
Both of those are real good.
Definitely.
What about you?
I have a song by one of my favorite bands, the Lumineers.
Okay.
They are working on some new stuff, and I was literally just checking as we were speaking because I was like, I don't think they've released a timetable for the new album, but I know they have a new album coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have a release date yet. They have now released 2 singles, so it's got to be soon, right? Usually when you're releasing singles like this,
Yeah, it's
gotta
usually
be
coming
so
up.
I just don't think they've released an actual date on when the album will be coming out. Anyways, the song that I am suggesting for you to listen to is called Bright Side. And just one of those, upbeat, feel-good songs by the good old Lumineers. Them and their banjo and their alive and upbeat lyrics and singing. It's just it's a feel-good song.
It's been a long while since I've listened to the Lumineers.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be their 4th studio album.
Dang.
And this song, it has a music video that goes along with it too. It just brings the music alive. I just love Lumineers, man.
I see a little, because I looked
good.
it up. I looked up Brightside, and then I see the little thumbnail for the video right here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, what the heck is this going to be about?
Yeah. I really appreciate them because they put so much effort not only into their music but also like from a visual perspective.
Mm-hmm.
On their 3rd album, they had like a whole documentary, or like not a documentary, but like a film that they made about the album and about each of the songs that aligns with like a story.
Yeah.
So their whole album is like a story that they go along, and they made a film about it, and it's like a 45-minute feature film on YouTube that you can go watch.
That's cool. I like when they do that.
About the 3rd album, So they put a lot of effort not only into audio storytelling but visual storytelling as well. So I really appreciated that. So I just love listening and jamming to their songs, but also watching their stuff they put out because their music videos also tell the story of the song. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I like when the artist incorporates the music video in there as well, because you can always enjoy the music by itself because it's nice to listen to by itself, but also when you're just chilling, hanging out and want something to watch, you can watch the music video or the documentary like that.
Exactly.
Nice. Well, there you go. Lumineers, Brightside, and you also have Mr. Ranger by Will Dorado. I was honestly, when I heard that song, I was like, wow, that's the band that Darian was mentioning. I was like, that's so cool. But yeah, so check those out. Definitely some good jams to listen to on your way home from work, at home cleaning. I definitely jam out to that song while I'm cleaning.
Definitely.
But yeah. All right. So that's the end of the episode.
That was fun.
You already know what to do. Share, follow us on Instagram, Twitter at Red Pegasus Podcast. Share with others, rate if you can, 5 stars. And yeah.
Do it. We appreciate all the love. And also, if you're still listening, we very much appreciate it. If you can't always listen, or if you didn't listen to an old episode, just give us a download.
Oh, true.
A download speaks volumes for us.
True.
I know some of our stuff gets dated, and you're like, well, that was such old news. You can still give us a little click of that download, and that helps us.
The download helps
out just as much.
Yeah.
We're very grateful for y'all's support, and we will never forget the OGs that hung around with us here in the beginning.
The day ones.
Because we got big things planned for this, including next week.
Yeah,
we got
buddy.
a good show next week. A friend of mine is coming on the podcast, and it's going to be a great interview with a stellar dude. So
that was
y'all
fun.
look for that release next Friday.
All right.
But for now,
go to the fair if you haven't. I think last day is September the 17th.
Yep, you have, as of Friday, 3 days left to go.
3 days left.
Saturday, Sunday. And the fair is no more for the year 2020.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
It was fun. Y'all be well.